You won't want to miss this one. This icebox cake is easy to do and perfect for the warm months ahead. No oven involved on this one. Look how beautiful it is. This is where all the flavor begins. I've pre-shelled a 12-ounce bag of pistachios and then I'm going to grind it. They're adding in a half a cup of milk and a quarter cup of softly infused rose water. A delicate soak in milk and rose water infuses every bite with softness in bloom. We are going to line the biscuits up, and it will make 3 rows of 4. So you'll need a square pan for this. When whipping your cream, it's important to put it in your bowl in the freezer for about 30 minutes. It helps whip it faster, it makes it have a better volume, and makes it more stable. Now we're adding in the base ingredients for the cream, the pie part. So we're adding in the 2.5 cups of cream, the teaspoon of vanilla, or you can add in vanilla paste, and we're going to be adding in 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. And a quarter cup of rose water to bring that soft floral flavor. I'm going to be using a hand mixer for this. Using a hand mixer provides more control over the texture. You can feel the cream thicken in real time, and you can stop exactly at the softness or stiffness. When the stiff peaks are perfect for layering. It also prevents over whipping. It's easier to avoid turning your cream into grainy or buttery um, compared to more powerful mixers. You get light and airy results. A hand mixer whips gently but effectively. It gives you that smooth, fluffy consistency that you want. It's also flexible and convenient. Like you can move around. Like, you're going to see me move from, you just saw me. You see me moving from counter to counter. um, yeah, I'm trying to, look for better lighting, but, you know, the lighting was fine. Now it's time for the first layer of cream. So we're going to add on the first layer, saving back half of it and smoothing it out to each corner. Time to add on our layer of flavor packed pistachios. This is a traditional dish for, it's an Israeli dish, traditionally eaten during the holy days of, Shavuot is one of the more common times. But this is just a great dish to have during the warmer months. It's nice and it's light and it's delicious. It's so delicious. It's like nothing else that I've had before. It's so delicious. I love it so much. I hope you try it. So we're adding on the second layer of biscuits. We're going to dip them and then add them on. So the first layer was 12 and the second layer is 12. And then there'll be another layer of cream. I can just smell the rosewater. Mm. Rosewater is actually good for your skin too. Have you ever used rosewater for your skin? So I couldn't find Rosewater in the store. I looked through Amazon. A lot of the things that I get are through Amazon. I live out in the country. So you want to make sure that your top layer of cream is nice and smooth because we're going to put a chocolate layer on the top. So it needs to be flat and smooth. And smooth it out. This was a little, this is one of my favorite things is pistachios is one of my favorite nuts. And my eldest daughter, she loves pistachios too. So she told me she wants to try this out. She doesn't like dark chocolate, but she likes white chocolate. We have a lot in common. She takes after me. Okay, so now we're going to get 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and put it in our white chocolate. So it's 14 ounces of white chocolate. And then we're going to microwave it. Check it every 20 seconds and stir it until it's melted. Or you can heat it over the oven. But you don't need an oven at all for this. And then we're going to stir it and make sure it's good and mixed together. I'm going to make sure that it's all combined, the coconut oil and the chocolate. Then we're going to pour it over the top of the cream. And then once we do that, you're going to need to refrigerate it. We refrigerate this for a couple of hours. And I might say that again before serving. So we're pouring this over the top. And we're going to tilt it back and forth until it gets to every corner. And it just slides really easily to every corner. See, just like that. And we're done. So we need to chill this for like a minute or two. Let it, get a little solid. As solid as you want it before you put your toppings. I don't know how much you would like for it to sink into your chocolate, but I didn't want mine to sink. I wanted mine to sit more on top. And now I'm adding it on top. And I got edible rose petals as well as, so I'm putting the rest of the pistachios along the edges. It's really beautiful. And don't have to turn on the oven. So if you live in an RV, this is a great option for you. Or if you're traveling in the summer in the RV, this would be perfect for you. Or even spring break. And you can decorate it however you like on top, or option not to. put just some nuts. And there we are. And to a little hint to get through it is warm your serving dish, your serving utensil, and it will get through your chocolate layer on top. And just put it in some hot water. You can run it under some hot water and it gets through that chocolate layer. It slices right in there. And I'd like to thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button and share it out. It really helps.